smart cities. You know, it's it's really hard to materialize an idea. Like if you have an idea in your head, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then you need to materialize. In the process, when you are going to materialize it, especially in tourism, when you're going developing a touristic project, a touristic attraction. Oh my God, it's a oh, I don't want to remember. You have to present some papers to the government. You have to present some. You need to have some licenses. You need to contract these people. That people at the middle of the project, this part of the group is not going to be keen with your ideas. The other ones are not going to be keen to the ideas of the community. That community is going to be like, we don't need you. We need you. We don't need you. We don't know what to do. At the very ending of it, the government is like, so you're gonna do it or no? I don't think so. Maybe next time, man. And that's it. But what happens when the virtual world can influence particular tourists in order to have access to all of these places? It has not been developed by the governmental authorities and forth, had not been developed yet, but they already exist. And the more visitors get to the place, the easier and the faster the development of that touristic area is going to happen. Therefore, the development of the community around and forth related to sustainability, of course. But what happens when you want to make it in the virtual in order to reflect it on the material? What you do? Well, you use internet tools. You use IoT. You use applications. Applications for, I mean, I don't know how many applications there are in the world, but I know one thing, that there's not such thing as super app. A super app is going to save a lot of time for you, and tell you why. Because if you're going to travel, the main applications you're going to use is I don't know, kayak for looking for a flight, or maybe booking. You can also do it there. There's another one called Despegar. You can use that, and an Airbnb, and maybe TripAdvisor, and the Fork to find restaurants, and that's it, right? But what if there's other applications, like for example, Meet Travelers? And if you meet a traveler and you meet a local traveler, you go to Moscow and you get on a party with local people, they are going to give you all the information. So after that party, I mean, you're going to be in contact with them with WhatsApp, and whatever information you need in Moscow, you're going to get it from locals. What better way to get your information, to go around and find your way in a foreign country? I mean, to talk with locals is better than an app. But if you don't have that app that makes it possible to create that connection, to meet these local people in that party, because you don't know about that app, because all the apps that you have access is the Booking, Airbnb, and I mean, how are you going to make it possible? Apps to make payments, apps to find flights, but they tell you whenever there's going to be a promotion for prices and flights, they send you an ad that says, now you got to buy it because it's going to be 50% discount. And different apps related to, for example, public transportation. All of these things can be a reality right now. You do not need to buy a bus, or no, you just need to study how it works in the city and put it in an app. And because of sensors and cameras, you can actually sense what is the pulse of the city. And all of the pulse of the city, if this bus is going to be delayed, if the train is going to be delayed, you already have it in an app. So you can, when you're traveling, you're like, okay, I want to get from point A to point B, and I need to take this train and that train. Okay, that already happens, but that happens in different apps. That's why you right now on your phone, you have like 20,000 apps. What if you have 20? Well, you don't need 20,000 apps, but if you're traveling, you need perhaps, let's see, 10 apps. And what if there's one app that you can have access to all of these apps? Stuff like this happens, for example, in Dubai. If you go to Dubai, you're going to download, well, if you live in Dubai, you download an app. I don't remember the name now. I'm going to just put it here. And through all this app, you can actually have access to public transportation. If you get a ticket because of high speed, you get it there, you pay it there. I mean, everything, payments, electricity, water, cell phone, everything in only one app. So what's the future of the applications? The super apps. Take a look at that, go deep into that, dive into the deep waters of that, because this is going to be the future. And, when I was traveling at the very beginning, there were not that many apps. But when apps like, for example, Meetup, to meet people, local people, and there's another one, Travelo, I think it's called. To when you're traveling, you can find traveling partners, and if you're traveling by yourself, you find people to. They were already invented, and I was like, I don't know about it. And then in the party, they told me, hey, why don't you get on this app and download this app and download that app because this one's for this and that one's for that. And after that, my trips were completely different. I most of the time travel by myself. And when you're traveling by yourself, the people that you're going to meet for sure is going to be in a hostel. But if you're going to a hotel and you just want to meet some certain people and you don't know how to do it, maybe you're just going to be by yourself all the time. But what if you have all of these apps that connect you with local people, with local guides, and make your traveling easier? And that's a reason why, if you don't know about those apps, guess what? There's one thing called the Super App, and it's got everything you need to have in order to travel in a very easy, peasy way. See you in the next week.